All right, everyone. Well, I actually got some pretty good news. So we can go into the tops. It's not going to be an issue. The only thing is, like, so I did a save, went in, went back out. Nobody came up to me to talk to me. So you don't have to worry about that whole pardon thing. Uh, Apparently, that only comes in once you've actually started doing stuff with this quest. So as long as we don't touch that, we are good. But I have a backup save just in case anything were to happen.
Hey, fellow, welcome to the Tops Hotel and Casino. I'm gonna have to ask you to hand over any weapons you might be carrying.
Yeah.
Smooth and easy, just the way I like it. Don't worry, they'll be as safe as kittens till you're ready to leave. Oh, and a friendly word of advice. If you happen to stumble across any weapons during your stay here, well, just don't wear them openly. You dig? Now that we got that little business out of the way, what can I do to make your Tops experience the tops?
What does it do?
Everything your little heart desires, that's what. You like gambling? Boom. Either one of the main hallways has cards, slots, you name it. Hungry? Thirsty? The restaurant just off the left-hand hallway has the best food and booze in Vegas. Or maybe you'd rather take in a show. The Aces Theater upstairs always has hot acts raring to go. Check it out.
Okay.
Have a good time, baby.
Yeah, sure. Um,
Hello.
okay. Tops Restaurant. Courtyard. Which apparently I've already been here because the door was blue on the minimap. Hmm. Weird.
You dig this crazy scene or what?
What scene?
What's up?
Not much. I'm here to kill your boss.
Yes. Can I help you?
Relaxing by the pool. Interesting place for a politician.
True, true. It would be more appropriate for us to frequent Gomorrah. No, I'm just here for the cheap rooms and the cheaper tables. My colleagues may, at the moment, prefer to discuss business in the embassy. Me? Well, if I have to spend a single second more than I have to with them, I'd be liable to shoot myself.
Interesting attitude.
Isn't it, though? I've proven resistant to their bribes enough times that they're not especially interested in real socializing with me anyhow. Advocating for the peaceful withdrawal of NCR forces from this disastrous campaign is markedly less popular than I anticipated.
Why is that?
Not a local, I take it? If you were, I expect you'd tell me, good, about time the NCR fucked off.
I mean, I would.
Look at this mess. Our soldiers are dying out here, in the desert, far from home. We're dumping what little money we have on Nevada. Why? For space? We're not even close to running out of land back west. Resources? What's out here that we need that badly? Hoover Dam is of major importance, of course, but we're already getting power from it per our agreement with House. Our attempts at annexation, it's unjustifiable. You can't force people to accept democracy at gunpoint. That defeats the whole concept.
You don't seem very fond of the NCR.
Not at all. Everything I do because I love my country, and I want to set it back on the right path. It leaves me in the position of being rather unpopular back home. Given the state of the world, you'd think they might value peaceful dissent.
Well, it's too late for the NCR to back out. Once the Legion is defeated, you can reintroduce the idea.
You have a point. It would have been better if we had never come here at all. But if we withdraw now, it's the people of the Mojave who would suffer most. All right. Once the dam's been secured and the Legion crushed, I'll see if we might be more willing to see reason. In the meanwhile, at least I won't need to listen to Senator Burke whining about aiding the enemy for the foreseeable future. I detest that man.
Okay. Turn to Vince.
Ring a ding, baby.
Ring a ding, baby. Swank. Okay. We heading back to Gamora then, or going back to Freeside? Oh yeah, I looked up who Georgie is. Apparently he's just an Easter egg. So maybe it's part of Wild Wasteland. Well, Wild Wasteland within the mod. He's an Easter egg for the Eliza mod.
Traveling into the strip just got a lot easier now.
So, yeah, that's what's going on there. I'm hoping if we, like, dismiss Eliza, he'll stay. Well, I mean, stay with her, not with me. I'm guessing he's essential, too. Because otherwise, I'm pretty sure he would have died by now. Oh, wait a minute. We're supposed to go to Gamora. Alright.
Welcome back to Gamora. I know you're good.
Yep.
You'll get these.
I guess the next quest is go make sure Benny's dead. Oh, fuck you. Upstairs.
Fuck, not at home. Cozy up there in the lucky 38.
I can't wait here. Hey, do I still have, We've really cleaned up here, huh?
There's some serious shit going on between NCR and the Legion.
I like
Better
stash
not
some
fuck with
weapons
our
here.
power.
Anyway, Vincent.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, Shapiro's gonna reconsider his, Oh, so what's your arrangement with Sullivan?
Partners. I don't work for him. And what I do is make fucking money. Sometimes I sell them the leftovers from the casino here once they're too busted to make any cash. Sometimes I just kick the shit out of dumb motherfuckers who don't do what they're fucking told. And if business ever calls for some discreet triggermen, they come from me.
Sounds like you do more than Roy. Why do you need him?
I don't. That fat Irish prick thinks he's big time because he has a lot of businesses kick charity his way. I could put a
Who's
bullet
Roy?
in the back of his neck today and have somebody take his job by tomorrow.
Who's Roy?
The only reason I don't is because I don't feel like dealing with getting one of my boys settled in his position. Sullivan's a reliable business partner, sure, but that's where it fucking ends.
Oh, is he Roy Sullivan?
Watering house plants during meetings with that fake fucking smile all the time. He irritates me.
What's your role here?
I'm one rung down from the boss man. Ordinarily, I'd resent the prick, but Cucino ain't the sort to go lording over his people. As long as we don't go doing some dumb fucking shit like, say, trying to join the fucking Legion, it doesn't matter. Means I get to run my own jobs, which is how I fucking like it. Hey, you keep asking me shit. I got something I want you to answer for me this time.
Okay. What's up?
You're a courier. A fucking mailman. How in the fuck did you make yourself a regional power player? I mean, I gotta be honest, it kind of pisses me off. Like, you got Mr. House, President Kimball, Kaiser, and a minimum wage delivery boy?
I mean, I just sort of take odd jobs and stuff, and, you know, I kind of land in the right place, right time.
And here I am, not making moves unless I know ahead of time that it's gonna turn out in my favor. Well, pretty sure your luck got you two in the head from that fucking moron running the tops, so still prefer my way.
Yeah. Convince Shapiro to reconsider his position.
You're fucking kidding me. That fucker was annoyingly incorruptible. I don't know how you pulled that off, but maybe Sullivan was right about you. Alright, well, I guess I don't have any objections to letting you in on the business. Go back to Freeside. There's plenty of shit needing done. In the meantime, I'm gonna set up in that poker hall you cleared out for Sullivan.
Okay. Oh,
Howdy.
wait, I was going to ask him about work, but alright. Better leave this dream alone.
Good, since Kachino took over.
I wonder, that guy we gave all that money to, is he around Vegas? I'll look for him later. I don't even remember his name. Fresh meat. Ring the dinner bell. Yeah, he's on the other side of. There's a mod that like opens up the barricades in Freeside, but it also like adds a lot of incompatibility with other mods, even if they don't have anything to do with Freeside for some reason. Yeah.
If it can be bought, it can be found at Mick and Ralph.
A lot of reasons like why
Huh?
there's
Come to Mick and Ralph for all your shopping needs.
all those barricades around like the different sections of the strip and everything. It was kind of like performance issues with the console edition, so they needed to break up the cells, make them a little bit smaller by putting the barricades in. I mean,
Yeah,
boy,
I
oh, yeah, you
consider
are right.
myself an excellent judge of character, friend, and I have a skill for reading people and making informed wagers. I told Mr. Marino that you were going to be an asset. I told him that he shouldn't saddle you with busy work. Regardless, he's seen the error of his ways, and we're ready to move forward. And it just so happens that I have the perfect job for you.
Okay. Well, what do you need?
You remember Frank Doyle? He was an ex-ranger turned gun for hire. Well, you killed Mr. Doyle a ways back. Cleared him and his whole crew out of some derelict barn out of Vegas. Impressive work.
Did? When
Now, I don't
don't
begrudge
remember.
you killing Doyle. Not one bit. But, be that as it may, it's caused a little, problem to crop up. See, Doyle and his boys were fairly reasonable as far as raiders go. They let me conduct my business in Outer Vegas without interference. I'm entirely comfortable with paying bribes and protection money when needed. I understand how to do business. So did Doyle.
Uh-huh.
He was actually a great help for my interests without ever knowing it. His crew kept the fiends in that area under control.
Hmm.
But with all of them dead, there's a vacuum that's opened up. And some fiend war chief stepped in to fill it.
I see.
I tried to pay him off. He had my messenger tied down and sliced open. And he shoved his arm into my employee's still living entrails.
Hmm.
And if he can't be paid off, he'll just need to be removed. And you're more than qualified to do the removing.
What can I say?
Once you've taken him
Mr.
out,
Clean.
come on back here and I'll see that you're paid for your services.
All right. Anything else you can tell me about him?
Well, he calls himself Creed, and he's apparently rather infamous in West Side because of his penchant for chainsawing living captives. And he's what's the politically correct nomenclature? Retard strong? No, that isn't it. Look, he's a 7-foot-tall mongoloid cannibal, and he'll tear your arms off and beat you to death with them if he gets close to you.
Okay.
I don't know how old he is, where he comes from, or how inbred he is. All I know for certain is that he's the very worst kind of problem. He's the kind that can't be bought off.
All right. I wonder if this guy's Krieg is supposed to be based off
You take care of yourself.
Krieg from Borderlands. Mod seems to like doing a couple of references. I know that Shapiro guy was based off of someone, I think like a news reporter or something. Solent. Oh, I vaguely remember going here. Vaguely. Yeah, it was in the last Overseer mod. I don't really remember why we went here though. I know he killed a bunch of people in the bar, but Burn Man walks. Cool.
Mojave is lucky that Caesar's idiots are the only organized raider tribe they gotta deal with. The 80s would fuck this place up.
Is that a fact? Alright. Wait, it says it, we haven't gone into it yet? On the minimap?
I've been waiting for a fight.
You thought you could hide from me? Come on!
Let's run.
Stupid shit.
Guess that's that.
Teach you to mess with me.
You Krieg? Oh,
There's
shit.
something.
Don't suppose you have any green tips with you? Might as well be shooting.
Not looking at
Hey.
die
Hold on, let me...
I'm hurt.
Cut him down! Why the hell do I follow you with things like this? One less thing for us to worry about.
I'm out of here!
Guys, how does someone even get that fucked up? Glad to help put him in the dirt.
Oh yeah, the Desert Eagle. Nice. Oh, he was cooking. Human flesh stew. Is there a meat bicycle in here? Meat bicycle for 2? Well, I guess it said we haven't been in here because it's been remodeled since the last time we've been in here. Muggy's gonna be so happy when we go back to the sink to sell all this shit. Eh. And the book shoot is gonna have a field day. Table is sprouting blood. Spouting blood. Okay. Welding gun. Oh, a child. killed a child. Okay.
Prim has a new sheriff. That should keep the powder gangers away.
I mean, I suppose it has.
Bang, 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 bang.
Bang, 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 bang. I gotta look up what that guy's name was. Jesus. Hey,
Stop talking to me.
well, I'm just curious. You got any family?
What can I do for you?
Krieg's dead. What's the deal with Vincent?
He's a reliable business partner, reliable enough that I forgive his complete and utter disregard for class and decorum. Is it really necessary to swear every time he opens his mouth? Regardless, he provides an ample amount of discreet thugs on the rare occasions that I may need them. More often, he sends me women folk. Once their addictions become too problematic for the management, they need to go somewhere after all.
Mm-hmm.
As it happens, the local clientele don't really care if their whores are strung out or hygienic.
Where are you from?
Well, I was born in the great state of Georgia, far to the east of here.
Uh-huh.
It was a violent, cutthroat place, much hotter than here in the Mojave. Vegas types think they have a monopoly on heat, but humanity is another matter entirely.
What's the East Coast like?
It's an untamed sort of place, for the most part. None of these pleasantries we take for granted here. Clean water, power, plentiful food, and strange, strange people. Without all the trappings of modern civilization, they've, well, I don't know what to call it beyond simple insanity. There are lunatic cults who worship radiation. I swear to you, I'm not making that up. I once met an individual who purported to be a vampire. I even heard a rumor that somehow the Massachusetts wasteland doesn't even have prostitution. Not a single sex worker. Can you imagine? There are a scattered handful of dismal little townships all around, but no lines of communication, and certainly no one producing anything. The only people east of the Mississippi that are actually producing new resources are the denizens of a place called the Pit. I considered settling myself there, but from what I hear, it's a slaver dictatorship, much like what you might find in Arizona these days. Madness and poor breeding all around. I'm quite content in my choice to move on to more urbane pastures.
Was there really no prostitutes in Fallout 4? I never noticed that. So how'd you end up way over here?
Traveling caravans were just about the only modern convenience they had in that place. I resolved to buy my way onto one and get out fast. There was this junkie girl who lived nearby, Tanya. She was completely addled, without the slightest inkling of what was happening around her. Well, I told the caravan hands that, and if they would take me as far west as they would go, I'd allow them all to take turns with her. Tanya was too stoned to protest, and caravan workers all took me at my word, and I managed Tanya's services. Along the way, we were stopped by raiders, intent on cutting our throats and making off with our loot. Well, first, they killed a hand named Dominic. I don't like him very much, so I don't hold it against them. But they were going to do the same to the rest of us, and, well, I like living, so I asked them why didn't they ambush us sooner. They explained that their rickety little bridge was all the territory they had, and I offered to help them. I told them, they don't kill us. We'd be happy to serve as bait for the other regional gangs. While they extorted us, our captors would flank them. We did just that, and our new friends reaped the spoils of all their dead rivals, and they became our loyal guards. When we parted ways, they were the strongest gang in the region, and the caravan boss gave me all the caps he had for getting them out alive.
Okay. How'd you get to the Legion territory?
Without much trouble, as it were. I don't use chems, I have no interest in male sodomy, I'm obviously not from the NCR, and I'm not a woman. The Legion really didn't have any interest in me, and that serves me just fine.
Well, enough of that.
Of course.
Nice office.
Why, thank you. I oversaw the renovations myself. I would have preferred a penthouse location, but this does the job quite nicely, I think. I'm sure you noticed the power armor. The jewel of my collection, that piece. I purchased it from an associate.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, he bought it from some high-end, invite-only merchant, hidden up northwest of ways. All very clandestine and
Oh,
exciting.
yeah. I remember him.
Now, the flowers are interesting. I had them imported from one of the local vaults. Excuse me, I'm sure you aren't interested in my rambling.
No,
Was
go
there
on.
anything else?
Any miscellaneous work?
Well, it's a small job, and I wouldn't usually delegate it to someone of your skill set, but since you asked, I need someone to pick up a package for me and most likely crack a skull or two in the process. You interested?
Absolutely.
Well, I'm not sure if you're just bored or fishing for a raise or you're deeply offended by subpar work, but consider me impressed. Yes, all right. There's an area directly outside of North Vegas that, well, I own. I have cam slingers, whores, and pornographers there, all giving me a cut of the profit. Well, except for the pornographer recently. For some reason, I've yet to see a single cap from that hack director this week. I have a man who should be handling it, yet. First step is to see what the holdup is with the last man I sent to deal with this. He should be operating in an old apartment in North Vegas. He is expendable, so feel free to kill him if you find yourself offended by his excuses. I won't extend protection to a useless employee. I look forward to seeing you when this is dealt with.
Okay.
What can I do for you?
Well, Krieg is dead.
Outstanding work, friend. Rather shame about that old saloon, I suppose. The owner saw it would host events on my behalf from time to time. How badly trashed was the interior?
I don't think it's salvageable. The Fiends used it as a drug den and slaughterhouse. That was before I shot the place up.
Not a surprise, but still I had to ask. Oh well, on to bigger and better things. Let me know if you want more work.
Always.
What can I do for you?
Anything? Nope. Alright. I want to go actually check out that. Oh. Senator's son exposed in sex scandal. By Bruce Levine. No one could have blamed if they said they hadn't heard over much regarding the Burke family. While they have been wealthy and influential, dating even as far back as before the Great War, it was only when Henry Burke took his place at the Senate that the family received any mainstream attention. But now, thanks to the actions of Henry's son, the Burke surname is on the lips of every moral person in California. Henry Burke, 55, is a widower and has been for the past 15 years. His wife, Helena, succumbed to an illness that, according to Henry, they had resolved to keep private. They only had a single child before she passed away. The child, Adam, is now an adult of 22 and is the sole suspect in a string of violent rapes that has been plaguing Shady Sands. And if this weren't damning enough, there isn't a single victim over the age of 9. Oh, Jesus, fuck. Burke was first publicly accused by the Smith family, who claimed that Adam had their 7-year-old daughter, Nancy, escorted out of class and into an unknown location, whereupon he repeatedly raped her over the span of 5 hours. Nancy was returned home 2 hours later than usual with a bruised body, a scared psyche and an envelope containing a sum of money and an anonymous note ordering silence on pain of death. The Smiths did not accept these terms and publicly accused Adam. Then, one by one, 7 other families began to do the same, all sharing similar stories. Adam himself has vanished, with unconfirmed reports claiming that he fled NCR territory altogether by way of New Vegas. When asked for comment, Henry Burke only said, "I assure you I do not know the location of my son. I am committed to his safe return, where he can respond to these spurious rumors that have been fabricated about him. It may be a paternal instinct that has prompted this response in Henry Burke, but given the sheer level of evidence against Adam, one cannot help but wonder if Henry, a personal friend of President Kimball, may be silently hoping that his only son simply vanishes from reach and public memory." Oh, wow. Wonder if we'll run into a Henry Burke.
Howdy.
I want to go check out that vendor that was from the previous mod, the initiation. Was it Mysterious Bunker? Yeah. I just want to see if there's anything new there. Yeah. Haven't been here in a while. Peterson.
I assume you need something?
What do you got?
Of course.
No, I think I'm good. How much do I gotta buy? Sure. Alright. Well, I think we're going to cut here for this episode. And I guess we're going to North Vegas or West Side for Speak with Roy's Man. Okay. Going there for that. Alright, we'll see you then.